Face of silver, frame of black. Oculus of glass, I stare. I can feel you staring back.
Well, James, first of all, congratulations on the movie. I mean, horror films are kind of a crapshoot. You never know, and this one is actually scary.
Yeah, it is. It's clever, too. And it actually didn't seem to me to be such a crapshoot. I've read a lot of horror scripts in my time, and you can tell when one isn't going to be so good or when it's going to be so-so, but this was, you could tell this was going to be something special from reading the script.
How do you describe this movie? Because I found myself, as I was sitting there, like a good critic, taking notes as I was watching it, I wrote down the phrase, I'm in crazy. I'm in madness right now.
Yeah.
How do you describe what this film is?
I guess you could, if you had to classify it, it would be a psychological thriller, because it is toying with basically your perception and what you think is going on versus what's really going on and how this mirror is affecting all of that. So you could classify it that way, but it's a lot of other things as well. I mean, I think it's a really character-driven film too, and in a lot of ways it's a really, really intense family drama. So there's a lot of different, I think, aspects of storytelling that all converge into this one. Pretty awesome film.
It's just one of your night terrors. It's okay.
Are you able to be scared by it when you watch it?
Yes, definitely. I think not as much. I don't think I'm scared in the same way that the audience is scared, because I already know, ultimately what's going to happen. But the sort of the startling moments, they still get me, and the things that are supposed to make you cringe, those definitely still get me.
You talked before about reading the horror scripts that have kind of come through. When you read scripts now, what do you look for in a project that is? I mean, it has to be, because you don't have to do stuff if you don't want to, so you have to really want to do stuff. What do you look for? Yeah,
I think it's the characters. I think it's what stood out with this project, and what stands out with any good project is if you buy the characters and you're sort of taking the ride with them. The setting, the world, those are kind of secondary things. I think if you're believing what the characters are actually going through, then you're going to be attracted to the project.
Not to give away any spoilers, but like you said, a lot of times in the movie we're not sure if things are really happening or if it's imaginary. When you were reading the script, a couple things happened to your character that we sat there saying, oh my god, is it real? Did that actually happen? Did you experience that when you read it?
Absolutely. I think I had to read the script twice actually before I knew what happened to my character, how my character sort of ended up. It wasn't until I met with Mike Flanagan that I was actually totally sure of how everything happened and how it all went down. So that's the sign of a good psychological thriller. Like if you're a bit confused, then it's got to challenge you a little bit.
This is also one of those movies that proves that there is nothing scarier than a still smile. Isn't that like the creepiest when they just a little bit of a head tilt? It's like, oh yeah, you got the crazy.
Little eye contact, little smile. I think there's a lot of that subtlety in this movie. It's like there's not a lot of things that are so in your face that it's almost it's campy. There are a lot of those like really subtle, just creepy scares. I think that's why people are gravitating towards it.
This is a movie that respects the audience. It respects the fact that, you're looking at a shot, but what you really need to be looking at is over here.
Right.
They're not, forcing you, look, scary clown, scary clown.
Yeah.
It's trusting the audience, and that, you'd think in today's day and age that would happen more often, but it really doesn't.
Yeah. That was one of the gratifying things about going to Toronto, actually, is we screened it for a horror, like a genre fan, crowd. Everybody there was really familiar with the genre and in love with the genre. And when we got a sort of rousing applause at the end of the movie from that audience, it was just, I think that's when everybody knew that there was something special.
I've met my demons. I have many. I've seen the devil. He is me.
There are so many moments when the characters aren't sure if what's happening is real, and what's causing that to happen is this creepy mirror. But if you start taking that literally, it could be anything that causes that supernatural effect, like that picture.
True.
I mean, what we think is happening right now, it might not be what's happening.
You got me thinking about that now, actually.
Wouldn't that be weird?
That would be strange. It would be very strange. Go fish. On the hit television show One Tree Hill, who plays the character Nathan Scott?
I have no idea who that is.
Really?